know.
Okay, I'll tell you. I've got it up on.
Yes, we are live. How's it, guys? And welcome to the channel.
Here we go.
I have my friend from down under, Mipet. Hi, Mipet.
Hi guys, how you doing? Sorry, I haven't got my
Sorry we're late.
my and sorry I haven't got my avatar. I don't know. It got lost somewhere in the transition. So,
But your
so
avatar
I'll
is
just
on the
be
message you wrote in the comments.
yes. I'll just be a white dot tonight. But it's been one of those days today. Although I had a great show this morning with the Shields, but I've been trying to put seat covers on my car, and I got very, very angry with it and ended up chucking a fruity and got very, very angry. So I was not in a good mood. So now I've come here and you've all got to put me in a good mood, I've decided. So that's what.
Absolutely. We will have some fun with some points I've come across on some other forums, as if we are back in the
Ooh.
90s. Ooh. Yeah. I've seen some crazy things on Facebook. I know that, we know that there's no flat Earth. The Earth isn't flat. The Earth is an oblate spheroid. It has been measured in all directions, from all angles. They used multiple measuring methods, never mind just getting in your car and driving from one city to another. So it's been measured. It is not stationary or flat.
Exactly. Exactly.
Any
Well, I
flerf
suppose
out
we.
there? I know there are only 3 people watching, but if you're a flerf, sorry to call you flerf, but it's a shorthand. Um, Please come and have a discussion with us. Set us
I,
straight in our misunderstandings of your notions.
yeah, that would be fun. Well, when I say fun, I'd be interested to hear an opposing point of view because I obviously don't understand how your perception is or has come about. It's an original sort of notion to me, and I feel that I've heard it most of it before, but I don't understand why people of the flat Earth persuasion don't want to discuss it, and when they do want to discuss it, it's they never bring evidence, and they say that the globe people never provide evidence when that is all the globe side do is bring evidence for their claims. Flat earthers make claims and never provide any sort of evidence to back up those claims, and that confuses me.
They do have a lot of memes. Memes are the flat earthers' gold standard for evidence. And when you say, show me the evidence, then, but I just showed you. I just told you. Unfortunately for them, scientific consensus does not get overturned by somebody making a meme and shouting, I told you. The everything that we do now is predicated on what happened before we got here. The scientists, the curious people of the past, and all the things they've done. And yes, clever people or intelligent people can do and say stupid and dumb things. That's why we discern. We test their ideas. We don't just say, oh, you're so clever. Let's just take your idea and run with it. And then, like 5 meters down the road, we are falling into a hole or something. Things don't work like that.
I actually saw a video, and I think it was Blue Marble Science had put it out, where Mr. Dubay, you know who I'm talking about.
Exactly who you're talking about. I know.
Decided that, or stated that, the Cavendish experiment has never been repeated.
I saw
And
that. I saw
as you know,
that.
Blue took
Blue
that
Marble
as a
Science.
personal attack, basically,
Yes.
and was quite offended by that remark, especially seen as it's done tens, if not hundreds of thousands of times since Cavendish actually did it, and with exactly, if not maybe a little difference, minusculely different, but virtually the same results every single time. And then he
Yes.
actually had photos of his own Cavendish experiment, which he built to Cavendish's exact specifications. Hang on, I've got someone knocking at my door. I shall return momentarily.
No worries. And college students who are going to go into these fields that study gravitational attraction and how these things affect other bodies around us, these guys do these experiments in their learning. When they go to college, they have to conduct this experiment as part of their course. So this experiment is being repeated now ad nauseum. And some flat earther will come and say, oh, show me an experiment. No. That is just a piece of paper where something was written down by somebody. No, that paper has the exact details of how the person conducted the experiment. And you, as a flerf, can feel free to go and take those instructions and conduct the experiment for yourself. That's what science is all about. Anybody is open to go and test any of the theories out there, any of the consensus. And if your results come back differently to the consensus, especially with things like gravity, then I'm sorry to tell you, you are the one doing something wrong.
Yes. And as you know, Blue donated his absolute masterpiece. It was absolutely gorgeous. It's amazing.
Yes. It really is a work of art, that thing.
Yeah. He donated it to the University of Tennessee. And
I watched the video where he actually dismantled it at his place and they set it up at the university. Yes.
Yeah. Well, they were going to have some people being able to go and have a look at it at the university. And, you know, all they had to do was email Blue, and he was, you know, they'd set a date, and Blue was going to, you know, give extra details, etc., if they emailed him. And there was a couple of idiots in Bev Try Thinking's server.
Bev Try Thinking, he doesn't even think. Oh my goodness.
I know. and
Sorry.
Rakia Life. And they're all started saying that they were, well, when is it blue? Why don't you give us the details? And, because we're going to set up we'll set up some stalls and we'll bring a band and, we'll make it into a... Basically, they were just going to go down there and just ruin the whole thing. When all it was people that were interested in science and the Cavendish experiment in particular, to go down and check it out and see it in real life for themselves. And these guys were going to, go down and basically have a rave party in the parking lot. We'll get all the
They're
licenses
so
and everything and all
disrespectful.
this shit. Yeah, just to be
It's
dickheads.
very, and I would like to talk a little bit about the debate between Professor Dave and Dave.
Dirk or
DRITH,
Dirt, whatever
whatever.
the fuck
Yeah.
his name is.
Stop it, to be fair.
Sorry.
So,
Dirt the dickhead, yeah.
yeah, he was misunderstanding things so badly.
You're so polite,
Like,
misunderstanding, choosing to be a dickhead, yes.
and one thing Professor Dave said that I actually agree with is
He's a
these guys
moron.
say, why don't you
Oh,
give
okay.
us any respect? Don't treat me like that. Stop being like that. Why don't you? Essentially, he's saying just treat me with respect. But besides the fact that respect is earned, the fact is that we are standing on the shoulders of giants. Giants, people who, even Ptolemy, right? Ptolemy was a geocentrist, but he believed in a round earth. And he bloody sat night after night drawing out the patterns of the stars and the planets. Except he was wrong because he didn't understand that the earth is also one of those objects, which are going around the sun. So all these drawings, when you put them together and you try and, decipher what's going on, there is no pattern. You have to include the earth in the motions of all the objects you are seeing there.
Yeah.
So I've heard actually some flat earthers who's brought up Ptolemy. But coming back to Dave, the flat earther, the tilt thing was hilarious. Hilarious. He had this tiny ball in his hand, and he says, if the earth is tilted this way and that way, one thing flat earthers need to understand if they ever get to watch our stream, and this has been told to them thousands of times, the tilt of the earth barely changes. Essentially, in a person's lifetime, the tilt doesn't change because it's like a 40,000+ year cycle to just shift 2 degrees, back and forth. So 2 degrees in the grander scheme of things is almost nothing. It is measurable, but in that grand scheme of things, it's barely anything. So they say crazily, shouldn't everything just be whizzing around like maniacs? No, everything is stable. The solar system is stable. In fact, it's just stable. It's so boring. It's stable.
Oh God, who was I watching today? I watched someone, and there was this crazy dude, absolutely bonkers, and he was talking about spinning around and being enclosed in a glass ball, and it was just weird as fuck. And all I could think of was, he would get on really well with Dirt.
Because I want to know who told them it's spinning. Who told them? I mean, technically, is rotating so slowly, even if you take into account the thousands of miles this way and that way and all of what they bring up, it's
But
still
it's not.
slow. It's only one rotation every 23 hours, 56 minutes, and 4 seconds. That's it.
Well, yeah, exactly. And who? Yeah, they don't. They don't get that it's relative to what is it spinning at. Do you know what I mean? Like
Exactly.
it rotates once per day. It spins at 1,000 miles an hour in a vector or whatever it is. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
A
tangential
tangential
velocity.
that velocity.
Yes.
That's the word.
Yes.
It's so it depends on which way you're perceiving it at the time as to which one you use, or it moves at 15 degrees per hour,
Yes.
or blah, 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 newtons per whatever, or, it's just it's the reference frame is everything.
And that's exactly so after that debate with Professor Dave, that Dave went to speak to FTFE. And after the whole thing where he just went berserk even more, um, PhD Tony came on to explain this very thing that you are talking about. The actual motion, how do you detect the motion of another object and differentiate between your motion and their motion? That's how we measure speed. The common example is when you're driving down the highway, both cars are driving at 100 kilometers an hour side by side. Relative to the other car, each car is going at 0 kilometers per hour.
Yep.
This is not difficult to understand. And
Well, it is for some people because they don't have brains. They're
the
like the
problem, I think,
scarecrow
is
in The Wizard of
maybe
Oz.
I thought you were going to say straw man because everything they do is a straw man. Like, don't
Well,
you?
you
If
said
you
it.
if
I
you just
didn't.
say
I
one word, so even
Quite
with the
relevant
moon,
though.
or before we move on to the moon, the Earth. For anybody who wants to tell a flat earther, the entire Earth moves as one unit. So there's no, oh, this part of the earth at the equator is moving at 1,000 miles per hour, and then somewhere else is moving a different velocity. No, the whole entire earth is rotating as one object. But because it is so big, where we measure will be a little bit variant from somewhere else that we measure. But all of it, if we take all the measurements, the whole earth is moving as one unit. So I think flat earthers get confused when we say at the equator or at the poles, and they think, oh, it's just an individual motion. But all of these measurements are measuring the earth as one unit. It's one. Us on it, aeroplanes, wind, the motion of clouds, everything, the whole entire earth is rotating.
Yeah, and they don't understand that either. They really got no freaking idea about that at all. It's like
But
they
how
think
do
that
you like
every little thing's got something is something different, and it's all its own thing. Like the
yes,
clouds
yes.
and the sky are different to the Earth, and that's different to us. And everything's moving differently when it's not. It's all in one. And the moon is different, but no, it is still in our gravity well, and that
Yes, it
they don't
is.
understand that.
The moon is awesome too. Hey, Carl, has it, my friend? Welcome. Hugs all round. When it comes to the moon, I did see that photo. You remember a couple of years ago, they actually pulled out some old data photographs they took, and they saw that these particles were illuminated just past the moon. And then everybody was crying, the moon is in our atmosphere. And
That
no.
was from one news story that,
Yes.
because it just had, like a few extra molecules, of atmosphere around the moon, that they could suggest that it was in the atmosphere, but by a couple of molecules, extra molecules in that space doesn't mean anything, but let's
Yes.
jump on that,
It's
because it
actually
sounds good.
hydrogen.
Yeah.
It's hydrogen atoms that's
Yeah.
extending. It's actually the solar wind that's, blowing some of the atoms off our out of our atmosphere and pushing it towards it. It's actually not only wherever the moon is, it's in that it's I think about 640,000 kilometers. So that whole entire area is full of these atoms. So what happens is when the sun's light illuminates the moon, then that light bounces off the moon and illuminates these particles, and that's probably the only time we can see it. You know, actually, like, it's illuminated. Otherwise, in the darkness, how are you going to detect those particles?
Exactly.
It's be flat earthers. Flat earthers um, made me learn a lot. I always say thank you to them. I have invited the other fluff Fusilli. I see that he is online. That thing is green on the Discord.
Ooh.
Uh, I
Let's
did
see if
send
he's got the guts to actually show up. That'll be interesting.
the last time
But
he
I
said he
promise,
would, but he didn't.
yeah, I was just going to say, I promise I won't beat him up or anything. I will just ask
Yeah, no, we
questions
won't
and
beat him up. We just
be
want to
fascinated
have.
with his answers. Yeah.
Yeah, he says some strange things on Discord. Like, he's also probably would be one of the people you might call a contrarian, because if you say something, he will say the opposite. So, all right, should we go back to talking about Dave? I did, um, because of all the fair use and stuff, but I don't think Professor Dave would mind um, us, because Professor Dave actually said, who is this guy to ridicule and question all of these advancements in our knowledge where we actually see practical results, in the real world.
Well, who is he to ridicule every scientist ever? That
Yes,
was pretty much
exactly.
what he was
So
doing.
when a person like Professor Dave comes along, who he's obviously very educated and very versed in the fields that he's doing and all of that, and when he explains, you can understand. So when a person like that comes along and says, dude, you don't know what you're talking about, then if I was him, I'd listen.
Absolutely.
Don't you think? You know,
Oh,
and also
I
the
do.
other famous. Sorry, go
Dave's,
ahead, my darling.
I used to watch, I watch most of Dave's videos that he puts out, and he's sort of the same with as AB Science. The science behind it is so fascinating. I mean, most of the time
Yes.
it's, at least they sort of dumb it down enough for me to understand.
Yes,
So
and what I
if I
do
can
now,
understand it, then anybody should be able to understand it.
and look, even my kid was asking me. My kid was asking me, how do you explain people being upside down? And she said, how are they relative? She actually said relatively. So I said, baby girl, that's exactly what it means, because wherever you are on the earth and you look up, that's the sky, and you look down towards the ground, towards the center of the earth. Wherever you are on the ball, the mass itself orientates you to the center of gravity. And she got it in the first explanation. It was lovely.
Well, just goes to show you, like
Fluffs
mother, like
can't
daughter, eh?
understand this. They just. And the only, even PhD Tony was explaining it like that. He started off with two circles. They were slightly off each other. They weren't like, aligned. And he had two arrows pointing in the same direction, same distance from each other. And he said, both those objects are moving or stationary. You don't know. You are on the one object, and whenever you look out, the other object is always in the same place. So, how do you tell if you are moving, that object is moving, or both of yous are moving? So you have to, do calculate this thing, then calculate that thing, and then bring the two things together and see what's happening. Otherwise, you're not going to know. And
True.
my very good friend, Mepet, she comes up with these gems of explanations. And the flerf analogy for understanding gravity, it's like they are breaking the wand before it was even made. So eat that. And
Gotta
it's
have
true.
magic
You have
before
to
you can break
start.
it. Yeah.
Yes. Shame for magic, though, if it was real. Hey, it's used for all sorts of nonsense.
No, I
Now,
don't,
once
Carl.
just before we started, we actually went live. I was listening to this. I don't know who it was. I think it was, I don't know what's his name. He had something Christ in his name. And I think all of these people also give like God and, like Jesus and stuff like a bad name. Because that guy was saying there's a dome. The dome is on the other side of the ice wall. So the ice wall is like the edge of the earth, and then the dome is on the other side of that edge of the ice wall. But my question always is, where are the voyagers?
My question is, who cleans the dome?
Who cleans the dome? Wow.
Yeah.
Who cleans the dome? Okay.
Are they like, well, who made it to start with? But But, like, are they like those,
God.
window washers that, they use on the ropes and the the sort of little things that go up and down. That's all I can imagine is these dudes pulling themselves up and down with the squeegee brushes and things. Oops, shit, that star went out. Better go up and change the light bulb,
Oh
That's
my
all I
goodness.
imagine. And then, the rest of it's just like,
little...
let's fling some glitter around and, or else it's made of jelly, like clear jelly, and they just fling some glitter into it. Now, wouldn't that just work?
I don't know, because sometimes when you just threw me for a loop. Clear jelly. That reminds me of Donny of Daytona. Donny of Daytona was I haven't gone to check what he's up to now, but he had this amazing drone, and he lived in Daytona, obviously. And back in February 2020, this was where he went out and he took photos and video of the moon, and everything was shaking. It was all wobbling like jello. And he says, look at the waters above go, guys.
That's the other thing I would like explained. They say water does not conform to the outside of a ball, and yet they say it conforms to the outside of their fucking dome. What shape is their dome?
Half a circle? I don't know.
There you go. So it conforms to the outside of their fucking circular dome, but not to the earth. I do not understand. But then God does it. Well, didn't God make the fucking earth, dude? God, they're so fucking hypocritical. What fuckwits? Jesus Christ, my brain explodes someday. So seriously.
God only made the heavens and the earth. He doesn't mention like the other planets and stuff. He only
or the
mentions
dome.
Like, yes. Actually, I saw a couple of people now mention that there was a mistranslation of that word, which translates to firmament, and the word is rakia, if I'm not mistaken. And in the Hebrew, it's supposed to mean expanse. So God didn't make a dome. He made an expanse, out into the reaches of the blackness. Not, he put a dome and he restricted everything into the dome. And that's the other thing that bugs me about them. They restrict their God. It's like their God is this tiny little thing that has no power. You say, oh, God didn't do it that way. How are you so sure that God didn't? Because here's our measurements that is how it is.
So I want to know if God's spoken to anyone, and if he does, what the fuck does he actually say? Because no one has ever told me that God has spoken to them and what the fuck he looks like. Is he black, white, female, male, ambidextrous, or right-handed, left-handed, got one leg, two legs, has he got legs at all? If so, why the fuck has he got legs? He's supposed to be omnipotent.
We have legs, we are made
do you know what I mean?
Image.
Like, what's the fucking point? Why would God have legs? I don't get it. He made us in his image, and then he screwed everything up by letting fucking some bitch fucking eat an apple. Like, Jesus. Fuck. There you go. See? Screwed us up totally. From top to toe. This is why I identify as a dragon. See, I'm screwed up.
Yes. No, you go, girl. No, that is all valid points, but you know what? The answer we will get is, well, God can do whatever he wants. He is God. Um, you know, he
Yeah, and
can
the
do whatever
side
he
notes
wants.
in the Bible say, well, actually, the first three words that were missed in the Bible, this is fiction.
This is fiction.
Yeah, but that
I
first
don't
page got ripped out.
understand how, you know, with all the evidence, I've been looking around here where I live, just where I live. And I basically live on bedrock, right? Now, this bedrock is 1,200 meters above sea level.
You live where the Flintstones live? Wow. Oh,
Wow.
sorry.
Yes, exactly.
So
But
do you
when
slide down a Tyrannosaurus like one of those big long dinosaurs when you get off work?
apparently they are Paleozoic, I think that's the word. They are, no, they are, let me think of the word quickly. They are fossils here. They are um,
Brachiosaurs? They're the ones with the big long necks and the big long tails. So you slide from the head right down to the
no, I
tail.
think those were in North America. Those were I don't think those were here. I'm still trying to find out more information about the fossils here, because from what I understand, the land where I am has not touched marine waters in the 2 billion years at
Wow.
minimum. Yes, from what I can understand, from the way I see, you know, they've got that diagram, that little motion picture type thing to show you, you know, from the beginning to how the land masses are now.
Yeah, so like from is what Pangea was when it was all
No,
joined together and then it
apparently
broke
we've
apart.
had quite a couple of supercontinents before even Pangea. And that's where the young earth creationists get their problems from, because
Well, young Earth
when you
creationists have
go
had problems since the second they were
since the
born. Jesus Christ. See, he fucked
actually
it up. Yeah.
yeah, the earth, it cannot be 6,000 years old. It the way that, you know, I know
Well,
that
it
a
is
lot of these
6,000 years
YUCs
old, but
are
it's
in,
older than that, more than older than that. But, you know, it's not just 6,000 years old.
yeah, it's not just 6,000 years old. That's true. I can't wait to get some more resources in my hands, because I would love to go and pitch up a tent there and hire myself a personal geologist to come and look at these rocks, because these are giant boulders just parking off on the side of the mountain, just there.
That'd be
You know, they,
awesome.
yeah, I would love to do something like that. You know, because they always concentrate on like North America, maybe Russia, China. You know, they barely look at Africa. Like, I don't know many, you know, the way they concentrate on like the Grand Canyon and things. So
Yeah, because, well, Africa is the continent of Africa. They do more of in Egypt and things like that with the pyramids and you know, the sort of that area, you know, sort of the northern Africa rather than the southern part of Africa, don't they?
they do, and we are looking for hominin fossils, you know, human
Yeah.
Homo fossils all over Africa, because
Homo
it
fossils,
is
sorry
now
about that, but
sorry. uh, I'm trying to
I'm a
learn all this new bloody information, and just in our, you know, in our lineage, there's just too much to know. Just in the last 5 to 7 million years, it's just too much.
Just don't tell Kent
Oh.
Hovind that any of them are trans. Trans fossils.
No, they all came from a rock. Carl says,
Oh,
I went on a
yeah.
dig for Stone Age tools in Swaziland, now known as Eswatini. It was amazing to hold tools made by people so long ago. Yes, I
That would
watched.
have
If
been
you want to know more
awesome.
about this, yes, if you want to know more about this, you can watch Gutsik Gibbon. She does a series showing how, the human species, the hominids, uh, were using stone tools and stone tools for like not only like cutting up fruit, but they were doing all sorts of things. It's awesome. Here
That
in
would have
South
been
Africa,
cool
we have the
as.
Stadfontein Caves, the home of Homo naledi.
Oh, at the
So,
confluence of two rivers. That would have been cool, Carl. Yeah, well, here in Australia, like our native Australians, we've got some of the oldest cave paintings and, like the heritage of Australia goes way back to, over 40,000 years. It's
yes,
quite incredible, and the stories that they have passed down through the generations. And, it was quite sad that a lot of that was getting lost when the white man came, and
what men
there
came, yes.
was the stolen generations for that. Yeah, I think it was back in sort of the 50s and 60s where um, the children of the Indigenous people were being taken away and given to white families to bring up.
Yes,
So, and
yes,
it was really bad. And one of our prime
yes.
ministers, a couple of prime ministers back, did say sorry to the Aboriginals, and
Yes,
it,
yes.
but the thing was, I am quite up to, yes, it's a good thing, but everyone that was a part of the stolen generation were dead, and the
Yes.
people
So there
that
was,
did it were dead. It was
yes.
not us that had anything to do with that. So that sort of didn't really account for what had happened. And it should never have happened in the first
In the
place.
first place,
It was
yes.
shocking. But, I'm just glad that a lot of the land, especially Uluru and the Olgas and a lot of, prominent landmarks did get given back to the rightful owners
Yes,
of
I
the
did hear
land.
about that.
And we
But
also,
my thing is, why must people's heritages just be stolen from them? What makes one person better than another person, that my more important than your thing, and I can just come there and trample all over you? This really pisses me off, like, to no end. But now I did hear about the indigenous people getting, probably it's never going to make up for all the hurt and pain and everything, but we can try and, make up for it from now on going forward.
when the kids were my grandkids were at kindy, um, every week they would have, uh, not a prayer or anything, but they used to sit and give thanks to the Indigenous people for, you know, taking care of the land, etc.
Yes,
And
yes,
here
yes.
in, like where I am, down in the southern suburbs, we have a festival every year, like on one particular day. And you know, that has stalls and different things. And, you know, we have singers and dancers and things like that. And they do tell Dreamtime stories and sort of where this land, what was on this land, how it was just, you know, how the migrations went through this particular piece of land and all sorts of stuff like that. So it's really interesting just to go down and listen to, you know, how,
Yes.
you know, this
There was
was
history before us and there'll be history after
history.
us, you
Exactly.
know. And why not just let each people, as long as your whatever you are ascribing to, you are not forcibly pushing it onto others, and you are not, you know, setting out to hurt other people because they don't want to conform to your ways. I think everything can just go well. You know, we don't have to. Why can't we just, I mean, if it's only one planet, there's so much land. Just get yourself a corner and be happy. I mean, we only get this one life as far as we know. There are people who, you know, scream at us that, oh, what are you going to do for eternity? How do you know where you're going to go after you die? I don't care. I don't know if that's real. Why must I waste my time with an extra thing that I cannot even validate in real life? I would rather live my life in this life, enjoy every moment, and then when I die, whatever the hell happens, happens.
Exactly.
And, you know, they say, if God knows your heart, then God will know my heart. He would have known what it would take for me to be convinced of whichever version of whichever person is shouting at me.
Well, like I always say, hi, hell, I'm coming to meet you.
And I
Because,
feel that the party is going to be in hell anyway, if all of that is real.
betcha.
Because all of the good guys are going to end up in hell because they didn't believe.
Well,
um,
my belief in
yes,
that sort of thing, my thought is we're made of energies, and energy cannot be destroyed. It can only be changed into a different form of energy. So when we die, our energy is converted into another form of energy. So it just depends on whether that particular energy stays together and has a consciousness or not. So if it does, then maybe, you know, you may be reincarnated, that energy may go into something else, and you may have a modicum of a memory of what you were, you know. So
yes,
maybe reincarnation may be a thing, but maybe it'll just spread throughout, you know, the layers of the world and help the world consciousness become a thing, you know. So yeah, the world might become conscious one day and go, holy fuck, and explode, you know. Once enough people are dead, they'll just yeah, all scramble together and just go, holy fuck, what did we do? Because look at what we're
I
doing to
just
the
hope that
planet right now.
the
That's what I
planet
mean.
doesn't become conscious. I mean, like that would be a disaster. It
Well,
would
that's what I
swallow
mean.
us
Look at what
whole
she's doing
because
now.
as a
How many people?
collective,
Yeah.
people are a bunch of fuckheads. Like individually, here we are, you know, we talk about the things that bug us and the things that make us happy, and we don't set out to hurt other people and things like that. But there are people out there, coordinated efforts to take society down. If the earth has to do that, damn.
Oh,
I
yeah.
hope I'm not yet to see that.
Yeah, not good. Not good at all. Now
Yes, so
that's
my
I've
mom
just
bakes
noted.
cakes. Just hold that thought. Asks
Yeah.
if the donation helped. Yes, it helps a lot. And it's all in a pot right now in the bank account. And I'm waiting the actual conversion rate. My currency has dropped. It's more than 15 Rand 50 now. So I think I'm just gonna just wait before I do the conversion rate, so I can get more. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I've not done an audio video in quite a couple of weeks, but because I feel that everything's been said over and over and over and over, and I can't keep saying the same things.
Yeah.
So I
And
barely talk. So yeah, when
well,
I
and
do
there
my next
was.
audio, I will
I was just
name all the people. Yes.
I was just going to say, plus the fact she was very, very ill for a week and couldn't even get out of bed and speak or, eat, drink. She was actually passed out for nearly 4 days. So there was that as well. And I'm just glad that she's
Yes.
actually, conscious again. It
Yes.
was
Yes.
quite a bit of a scare for some people. So,
Oh, sorry.
yeah, so you should
I'm
be.
yes, yes.
But I've got some really
So
exciting news
my
that
mom.
everyone needs to know.
Ah,
I'm getting my
yes.
tattoo this week. my
Hmm.
grand my
That's gonna
latest
be nice.
grandson's name. Yes, so I definitely won't be forgetting his birthday. Um, because
Nice,
but I'm going
nice.
to be very lopsided because my daughter produces more than my son does. So, well, he doesn't actually produce them, if you know what I mean, but he's only got one child and this will be the third one. So um yeah, her children go under her name and his children go under his name. So yeah, I
Oh,
just decided he's now got to find a really nice girl and start popping out a few more grandkids for me. So
oh
I
my
can even up
goodness.
I can even
You
up
know
my
they're
back a
not
bit.
baby machines, right?
No, but he deserves a really
No, he
lovely
does.
person to be
He
with
does.
because the last one
Yes.
was such a fucking whore bag. So I probably
A
shouldn't have said
whole
that live
bag.
on
Not
the
just a whore,
yeah,
but a whole bag.
whore
Okay.
bag, yeah. Well, I'm yeah, see, Carl said don't do it again, Sal. There you go. So don't get sick again. You're not allowed to
Oh,
because I said
I have
so,
no
and
control over
Carl
my
said
health,
so.
guys. And now it's out into the universe, and
Yes, universe,
that
don't you
will.
dare. Yeah.
I just need to ask Carl, how's the weather by him? Because here it's just doom and gloom. We had lightning early this morning.
Did you tape it?
Mm. I
Good.
only got about 8 seconds of it though, because
Oh,
then the
'cause I
storm
love
just.
lightning.
Yeah, I gave you an extravaganza of 4 minutes and
I
something a few days
know.
ago.
That was awesome. I know. I love your
Yes, I
lightning
got a
things.
couple.
But I've just noticed, why the hell hasn't Carl got his spanner? Because I
I
was
don't
showing
know.
Sal how to do it.
I did it. Nobody has a span. I'm not looking on YouTube, so I don't know.
Oh, I am. But
Oh,
my mum bakes cakes got his. I've got mine, but Carl hasn't got his.
hold on.
You see,
Hold
he's
on.
got
Let
one
me
on my
just see.
channel. God, you're
Hold
hopeless.
on.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm hopeless. What can you do? I'm technology illiterate. You know that.
Yes, you do, my
Everybody
mum
knows
bakes
that.
cakes. I
No,
was
you
teaching her
didn't
the other
send
night.
me the you didn't send me the link.
I did.
You sent
Oh,
me
my
no, you didn't.
God.
Oh, you said
Bet you
that there
won't.
were like hundreds of Carl Edwards.
Yeah, then I worked out which one and I sent you the link.
No, it's not in my Discord. If you sent me, it would have been in my Discord. I can't believe we're having this little spat on the
Oh, God. All right, sorry, Carl. It was probably my fault then. Oopsies. I
You know,
I'll rec- I'll
I am
I'll rectify.
illiterate when it comes to these
I,
things. Damn it, people. How dare you rely on me to know
I
all the. I mean, I even forgot the damn key for this thing. Damn
oh
it.
God! All right, I should.
Carl, I am a troublemaker.
Yes, you are. Make us fight.
My mom bakes cakes. Lightning is CGI. Oh my goodness, guys. So I watched this amazing video on how they were building um, the Burj Khalifa, right? And one of the things that they had to think about is how they had to combat the lightning problem, you know, lightning in the desert. So they built this thing on top of the tower that actually attracts the lightning. And they've built these things, you know, inside the frame of the building that attracts the lightning, and then it goes down these frames and then just goes into the ground. Now, many years ago, I was thinking about how could I harness lightning? Because imagine if you could harness the energy of lightning. Nobody will be electricityless. You
Is
know,
that a
to find
word?
a way.
Electricityless?
I don't know. You
Well, I
know, I
think you
can
should
make
make.
up
We
words
should
as I
make our
go
own
along.
dictionary. I reckon, because we make up some really cool fucking words.
Yes.
Because I like that
Yeah, but no.
electricityless. It
Yeah, because
sounds
I can't
cool.
say powerless. Powerless has so many different meanings.
Oh, see, Carl's itinerant. I think he
Uh,
means like is that illiterate? Illiterate?
ask Kyle
Oh,
to
you know
spell
what I
the
mean.
for you.
Duh
Okay,
or
so
dirt.
I know that we are here on the internet, but settings, right? I wish I wasn't so terrible at this. Damn it. And then
Community.
and then okay, huh? There's no community here now. Wait.
See, illiterate. See, I can even say it.
No, I don't want to be in the advanced settings. Can I just have the settings? I
Go
maybe I
into
can't do it.
studio. Go into
Oh, studio.
studio
Hold on.
first. Oh my goodness. See, you
Yeah,
need
yeah.
to do what I
There we
do,
go.
and you have a book and you write down your shit as you do it, so that when you have to do it again, you've got a book to remind you on how to do it.
All right, I'm here. I'm here in settings. Right, community.
Cut and
Here we go.
paste
Yes, I've pasted it. Enter and
and enter.
God, can I not be so stupid?
No, you got to enter twice, remember? Done it?
No. I have to copy link, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I have to be
I,
so terrible at this stuff. Wow.
I love it.
And
Oh, no,
yeah, on the
no cut and
internet,
paste.
here
We
I
don't want
go.
Gary. I love it.
No matches found. It's telling me no matches found.
We don't. Oh my God. Okay.
Oh my
Have,
God. I frustrate her, people. I frustrate her.
okay. Should we do it together?
Yes, please. Oh, yeah, there. Copy link.
Yeah. So in studio, copy the link. Hang on. Hurry up, studio. Get there. See, now mine's on a go slow. All right. Settings. Then
Yes.
community.
Yes, I'm there already.
Yeah, see, Carl's already on my.
Ah,
Oh,
here we
okay.
go. It's in now. And
Oh,
enter
God.
again.
Yes, they do. My mum bakes, Kate.
Save.
No, actually, it's not. I I did have my COVID test last week, and it came back negative, which is awesome because my grandson had it 3 weeks ago and was in lockdown for 10 days. Then my son actually is still in lockdown at the moment. He tested positive a couple of weeks ago. I mean, a couple of, when was it? Last Thursday, I think it was. So he's still in lockdown anyway. So that's a bit sucky. But anyway, yay, see, she finally works it out.
Does he have it now?
Yes, he does. Clever girl.
Yippee! Yay!
All right.
Wow. Do I have to be so terrible?
No,
All
you're not
right.
terrible. I'm an appy. There you go.
Another thing I wanted to ask these people is when would they have us stop digging into, like, doing the research? When would they have us stop?
Well, yeah, the thing is, they tell you to do your research and then they won't comment or come and talk to you about your research, and they keep telling you to do your research. So, and yet they do
Yes.
no research. So it's all a bit confusing, isn't it?
I did encounter a Facebook flerf, and I read the meme and I just posted the message. Would you like to have a discussion about these observations? I've been making these observations, and you say you've got your observations. Can we get together and discuss? And he said, well, how can I discuss it with you if you don't have all the data? Now, besides wanting to know what all the data means, I said, why would you need to measure anything if you had all the data? Every day is different. I took a couple of
Oh, sorry, my mum bakes
photos of,
cakes. My mum bakes
yeah.
cakes.
See them.
Research for flerfs is like looking at the cover of the Sun newspaper and not reading the title.
Oh my God, that's even worse. Hey, just looking at it. Look, see, guys, that's terrible. And I don't know why that Dave was talking about terrestrial refraction. Now, from what I
Is
can
there
understand,
is there
refraction
another type
happens
of
all
refraction?
over. I don't know, because the Earth is terrestrial. It's a terrestrial planet. I don't think he knows what terrestrial means. I think he's talking about like over land versus over water. But that is not the defining factor of what refraction is. You know why? Because Dave's not here. Yeah, Dave's not here, but we're discussing him because he said some really dumb things in his debate with Professor Dave.
No, you need to smoke more,
I mean,
Sal, because that's a
yeah.
reference to Cheech and Chong.
Oh, that Dave. You see, there are
Yeah,
Daves
go
all over
smoke
the
some more.
place. I am smoking.
Oh, are you? Well, I hate
Sorry.
you because I wish I could have some.
I know you hate me so much that you love me. It's just the opposite, It's just
Yeah,
the
it's opposite day
opposite.
today. Yeah.
Yes. And also,
Sorry.
I have a protractor, because I have a math set, because, you need a compass to draw circles and things. So my protractor, the 1 point of the degree is so tiny, and then when you extend 1 degree, out into the universe, that space becomes so big that flerfs just can't fathom. I mean, most of us can't fathom the scale of the universe, but flerfs even more so, because they are so stuck here on Earth. Oh my
And
God.
once again, we get
Sorry.
back to
My
scale.
mom bakes cakes. Yeah, my mom bakes cakes. A compass is a Masonic tool from the day. And it depends on which the day you are talking about.
That would be the
You know,
Illuminati and the shills, and I take
no,
offence to
that would
that.
be the Masons, the Freemasons, 33 and all of that.
Oh, I don't associate with 33, you see, because he's a complete fuckhead.
No, I wasn't talking about the person. I was talking about that whole
Yes, I know.
hierarchy that they have inside there. Apparently, that guy made a comeback.
He was on, yes, he will never ever be on Toon's channel ever again. So, because, he
I don't
promised
even know
Toon
why
he was
Toon
going to
gave him
bring...
another
Well, he was
another
supposed to bring
chance.
some brand new evidence, but he brought nothing, and Toon just basically said, well, don't ever contact me again because you're never ever coming back on my show. So, yeah, done and
I think
dusted.
the globe heads are getting a little bit tired because, how many
Tired,
times can you
boring would
correct
be.
somebody with, how many times can you correct somebody with 8 inches per mile squared?
Exactly.
That is, where have you ever seen a sum that only has 2 things? Like
Well,
8
why do they keep
inches
saying the
and
same things
per
when they're
mile.
told? When they're told that every single time that is not what you use. They keep going
And they
on and
will
on about it.
insist.
Oh, 8 inches by whatever mile square. It's like, no, that's a short distance thing that if you're going to build a building or a road, that's the
Yes.
thing that will be used. But that is not a thing for measuring the fucking radius of the earth, or long
Yes.
distances,
And they keep telling us we don't have the radius of the earth. They don't even know what, do they even know what the radius is?
No,
They don't even know. They just, oh, we don't have R. Yes, we have R. We told you we have R.
Polly, want a cracker?
We have these measurements. We know how far away the sun is. We know how far away the moon is, all the planets. We know all of these things. Bloody scientists are always wondering if their answers are right or wrong, and they're always measuring and remeasuring and remeasuring. And when they do these measurements, they come up with the same answer time after time. And then what they do is they say, okay, this is the answer we are getting. Let's see if we can put it to use in practical life. And they do. And this is the result. You and me here on this live stream across the internet, even though we only have 2 people watching, one in Australia and one in South Africa. That is a vast expanse of distance where we are able to do this because we understand so many things.
And because we're just fucking awesome. Hey, guys.
We are awesome. Yes, and these guys want to separate out certain concepts, like gravity is gravity, right? Water is water. The fact is that whether you see it in ice form or liquid form or, vapor in the air, it is all still water. It's just a different, in a different orientation. The molecules arrange themselves in a different orientation, but it's still water, right? So you cannot
Yep.
separate, oh, Newtonian gravity and Einsteinian gravity. You cannot do that. It's just that one is local and the other one is universal. That's all. It's like adding a 0 to 1 and it becomes, bigger and bigger. So they don't have
Yeah.
scale, as you said. It just keeps coming back to scale.
Yep. These cows are
Yes.
small. Those are far away.
Yes, and uh, my mom bakes cakes says gravity is way easier to say than density disequilibrium, blah, blah, blah.
Blah, blah,
What
blah.
is it? Yeah, what is it? What is density? Where does the density even, it's just unit per volume. It's just volume.
Well, density
It's the
is what their
volume
brains are
occupying
made of.
certain space. Oh
Yeah,
God,
their
they would sink
density
into
is
the middle of the damn earth if they use their brain a little bit. And I know that these are hard concepts. It's very difficult because of where we are and how we are situated. We are so tiny. Even the
my
fattest person on earth is still tiny.
my 6-year-old granddaughter watches documentaries about black holes, and she
Talking about black
understands
holes.
them. She excuse me. She also understands how funguses grow and that they may actually make the carbon under the ground. She understands these things. If funguses are fucking awesome. I didn't even know half the shit that she was, she was sitting there watching them, and I'm going, "What you watching?" She goes, "Look, Nanny, they make, see what they do underground. They make carbon." And I'm like, "Holy
Oh,
shit!"
you
And the
are
way it's awesome.
you are breaking up, darling. You are breaking up.
Oh God, did I pull my whatsy out, or is that you? It's probably
While
your
you are
internet.
fixing that, most probably. But flerfs are so dense they cause black holes inside their brains. I'm sorry. That is awesome. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. I don't really
Okay.
like to insult them. I do know that they are, they're doing this on. Sorry, I want to, damn it. Yeah, there we go.
Okay,
Just,
how's that?
I don't, yeah. Oh, much better. Much
Okay,
better. I don't like to
yeah,
insult people, but
I
they,
do.
I know, but their behavior, man. It's their behavior that causes me to be so, treat them with disdain because they are using all our advancements. I mean, if they're sick, they're going to go to the doctor, not.
No, well, they do, but they probably disagree with everything that they get told. I don't know.
I don't think
Yeah,
so.
I just wonder.
I mean,
Yeah,
okay,
if they
we do
got
have.
cancer, if they got cancer, and the doctor said to them, "Well, you need to have chemotherapy," would they just go to Spurs Chemo, Spurs Chemo, and go, "Chemo, I need some chemotherapy"?
I need some. I need
Would
some
they do
chemo.
that, or would they actually go and get like the proper fucking medication, chemotherapy? Because that's how fucking dumb some of these cunts are. Oops, sorry, probably shouldn't have said that, but
No.
you know what I mean. Like,
Yes. Yes. No, they
they're
are
stupid
taking it
enough.
too far. How many subscribers do these? I mean, these people have more subscribers than us. Um, that guy, South African, Flatzoid FE, puts out a video quite often. I don't even give him a view, but just seeing that he's still putting out videos after being caught out lying and cheating, still has the audacity to come out and tell us that we don't know what we are talking about.
But the thing is, he doesn't even speak on his videos. All it is, you've
That
got
is
to
so
read shit.
annoying.
I don't watch things like that because he
Yeah.
doesn't even
Why don't you
speak. He
just
just
talk?
type shit. Yeah. So the only time
And the
I will
stuff he's
see one of
typing,
his videos is if some debunker is doing a debunk on it, and then you don't actually watch the whole thing. You only get bits of it. So
yeah,
yeah, and then I'll usually turn the debunker off as well because it's like, well, I don't read shit.
I've
It's
seen
like
this
if you can't,
so many times
yeah,
also.
well,
Seen this
exactly.
so many
It's like
times.
I don't watch much flat Earth stuff anymore, and the shills are just not doing flat Earth content hardly at all anymore at the moment. Maybe we'll revisit them occasionally here and there if something really stupid comes out, but it's just become a non-interesting thing anymore because it's just so old and boring, and there's only one way to keep skinning a cat, isn't there? You can't just do
Yeah.
it. It's only
The
got
flat
9
earth
lives and
idea
they're all,
is now like, yeah, the flat earth idea now is like, that gum that gets stuck at the bottom of your shoe and you keep walking, but it, no matter, it keeps getting stuck to the pavement as you're walking, but it never leaves your shoe. It's just making this trail as it's going along. That's the flat earth idea.
oh, that sounds good.
Yeah,
Oh,
how
true,
else?
true. My
Because
mum bakes cakes. It is true. Lindsay is a very special individual. He's as crazy as
yeah, we
fuck.
like
But then
Lindsay and
again,
his boobies.
yeah. But I mean, he's isn't really a flat Earth. His is the booby Earth. So
Yeah,
and
he's
he
the booby
spins
earth.
shit up and down. So it's not really a
And he's
flat
got a
Earth when you
knack.
think about it.
You did say he has a knack for saying, I forgot why I wrote that there.
So yeah, he's and Lemon is just, as soon as I hear him start talking, I fall asleep. That guy has the most boring fucking monotone. I don't think I'd care what the fuck he was saying. He'd put me to sleep. So yeah,
That's for me,
next.
Eric Dubay. Eric Dubay is
Oh,
the
him, yeah.
most
Oh,
monotone person for me. No matter who's doing a video on him, I just cannot. And with
same.
that monotone voice, he lies like
Yep.
lie upon lie upon lie upon lie. It is exasperating.
Yeah,
I
well,
can't
just
deal with that.
recently, Simon Dan did the one on him, I think. No, Blue did the one with,
I know it was a few days
yeah,
ago with all
her.
the
Yeah.
Cavendishes.
No one's ever done
No,
Cavendish
no
except for
one. Yeah, no
Cavendish.
one's.
You're a load of shit. I think Blue took that one
Yeah.
rather personally. So,
Yes,
yes.
and his
Don't
200
blame him
proofs,
of
bloody
nothing.
200 proofs. Yeah, the one
Of
guy I
nothing.
found his channel and I went through. He went through that 200 proofs, and most of them are just the name changed. Like you did this one. This one was so many meters high. Then you just move to another town and you talk about the other thing in that town. You're just talking about the same thing. I think it was the tides at certain places around the world.
And I just.
And tide depends on the fucking, size of
Yeah.
the, the size of the body of the water that you're measuring, damn it. Isn't it a type of banana? Cavendish. Yes, Cavendish
Yes.
is a, yes, it's the banana we have now apparently. The previous one was I think it was the something Michael. I don't know which way around.
I don't know,
it
but
is.
you can still get
these things are
you can still get
human made.
different. Yeah, but you can still get different ones like lady fingers. They're little smaller bananas. They were one of my grandmother's favourites. And you can get banana passion fruit. My mum grows those.
Yep.
But there's
So,
bananas
but it is a
that are
man.
actually...
We've engineered it for us. We've taken. Apparently, if you find these fruits in the wild, they are like seed ridden. You barely get any fleshy bits out of it, and we've bred it to this point. And apparently, this variety will also become uh, unviable. I don't know if that's a word, because it is clones of clones, these bananas that they sell. I'm talking about the ones here. I don't know.
You know, the banana crop suffered when there was um, one of the cyclones up in Queensland. Bananas prices went up through the roof because the banana trees or palm trees, whatever the fuck a banana grows on, there was
Banana
the
trees, yes.
plantation sort of got wiped out. You know, a lot of them, and it takes years and years for them to actually grow. I mean, I'm sure that my
Yes.
mum bakes cakes can tell me if that actually is true or not.
Oh my goodness, Carl is asking, so bananas prove that gravity is a thing. Could be because when you peel it, the peel always falls downwards. The peel is trying to
True.
accelerate towards the earth also. So could be. What I do is
And to
I
be fair,
sometimes I drink.
bananas,
Yeah.
I was just going to say, bananas make awesome banana bread.
Oh, absolutely. Banana bread. The name.
Mm.
Yes. No, I like to, when I open my energy drink, I like to put my straw in, and because it's so fuzzy, it um all the bubbles come up, and then they simply just fall down the side of the straw. Why does that happen? I thought it was, disequilibrium. So the bubbles that are, coming up the straw are lighter than the whole entire tin of drink. So why don't the bubbles just escape into the atmosphere? Why do they go down the straw after that?
I kind of
Maybe a
like
fluff.
the new Star Wars TV series, The Return of the Banana Clones.
Oh
It
my
was a
god.
delicious it was a delicious show, says Carl. Oh, and when you slip on the peel, of a banana, you also fall down. So gravity
Yes.
proven. Yep.
That's the other thing. Um, Unfortunately, there are some names that we are stuck with because whoever came up with the word, or you know um, coined the word when they said like eureka or something like that. Those words are stuck with that item or description or whatever the thing is describing. So when Newton, you know, saw these observations, that's what he called it. He could have called it anything, but he called it gravity. So that's what we call it. And for any future fluff watching this, gravity is not the force. You like to argue gravity is a force, but gravity is a force. I didn't say that. It's not
No, he was
the
having
force.
gravy with his tea. But
Oh my
hey,
goodness. What flavor was the gravy, though?
traditional,
Oh
definitely
God.
traditional gravy.
That
None of this pepper gravy shit.
only we fall up down here. My mom
Yes,
bakes cakes.
absolutely.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
it's
fall
true.
up.
We do.
Yes. I did see that stupid meme where somebody took a van and they pasted it to like the bottom of the ball, You know, the roof of the van
Root.
to the bottom of, like, yeah, of
Yeah,
Australia,
isn't that how
and
you do
that
it?
was
That's how you should do it
ridiculous.
over there too.
My feet are on the ground, darling. If my feet are on the
Oh, you've
ground and
got the
your feet are
gravity
on the
boots.
ground,
Ah, okay. Yeah, well, I've got the gravity boots, so of course my feet are on the ground.
chocolate gravy. Oh my goodness, guys.
Oh, yum, yeah. Haven't you ever had a chocolate fountain?
I have. I
There
have.
you go, chocolate gravy.
Yeah, but I'm not like a sweet tooth, you know. Now and then I can put a piece of chocolate in my mouth, but sometimes it's just so sweet. You know, like people say they get brain freeze. I get like sweet freeze. It's too much for me. And I know, I am swimming against the tides here, against the currents, but I don't care.
Yeah, I've
Oh
still
my
got to
goodness,
have
Carl
dessert
hasn't
yet.
had a chocolate fountain. Carl, it's the fondue. Have you not had a fondue, a chocolate fondue? We don't I've not had the fountain. I've had the where you it's the it's the fondue. That's what I've had. Chocolate fondue. It was terrible.
Voodoo.
Oh my goodness.
Fondue.
Fondue. Fond. It's fondue. Fondue. It's that thing where you got your little pot with some people like
Got a
wine
nice
in there and they
warm
got this little
chocolate
burner
and
at the
you
bottom.
stick your fruit in
Yeah, and
it
you just
and
let that
oh, yum.
yes, and your
Well,
marshmallows
okay,
and things.
I'll tell you
Yes.
what I'm going to have for my dessert tonight. I'm going to get my chocolate ice cream, and then you put on that chocolate fudge sauce, and then you put on that chocolate, just normal chocolate topping, and then you put on that we call it ice magic over here. My mum bakes cakes, will know what I mean, and that's like a crackly, goes all hard chocolate topping on that. And then I also have chocolate whipped cream, so that all goes on the top of that, and you just can't go wrong. So it's chocolate upon chocolate upon chocolate upon chocolate
Chocolate
and
overload,
some whipped
basically.
blood. It's bloody fantastic, though, I tell you. You just can't go wrong. It's awesome, but you can only do it maximum of twice a week, or you will have chocolate overload. But,
Yes, chocolate
my doctor
overload.
keeps asking why I haven't got diabetes yet, because between that and all the
How do
Coke
you
I drink.
know?
Yeah.
Yes, as
Well, I
one
do. I have
offsets the other one.
I do, yeah, I do have regular blood tests to make sure my thyroid hasn't gone crazy. But, yeah, I haven't got diabetes yet. But hell, chocolate and Coke are totally cool. And I'd probably die
Nice.
without them. So, I go into depth,
Yeah,
into withdrawal
yes.
if I don't have it.
Vodka
And I
and
become an even
chocolate.
worse person without them.
My mom
I
bakes cakes. If you wanted to join us in the live chat inside the studio, let us know. You can come and talk shit live here instead of just only stirring you up in the chat. Come tell us all about it live here. Vodka and chocolate when fluffs. Oh, he says okay.
say stupid. Send him
Okay,
a link.
so yes, hold on. It's that, and I have to go here.
What day is it today? It's Monday. So, yeah, Carl's probably at work.
Yes. Are you on my Discord? Where are you?
Just going to say he's probably in your South Space
The
Station
other one.
Discord.
Yes, let me look. There. Yes,
Right?
Mike Bertelson joined us on in my Discord. I'm so terrible at this Discord thing also. Wow. Um, my mom bakes cakes. I don't know where you are. Oh, there you are. I'm so terrible. Okay. Oh God, I think I put it in the moon chat. My mom bakes cakes. Go into the moon chat and get it out, and then once you're in, I will take it out of there. Or maybe a fluff will see it and will want to join us. It's fine. And when you get there, I will. When you get here, I don't know why I'm talking over there. When you get
Because
here, I will just
everybody
let you
does that
in.
with Discord. It's either up there or down there or over there. Tis true.
Oh, oh, he's still busy. All right, no problem.
Yeah, he'll get you. When he gets here, he'll get you.
Yes. Also, the other thing we wanted to talk about was I went to check out McMurdo Station in Antarctica, and if we can coordinate a time, each person, a person standing in Australia, South Africa, and South America, can look generally in the same direction and see the same stars if if it can be coordinated. So when you look at the flat earth map, each continent is in a different space, a different area on that. I can't even call it a map, a diagram. Okay, it's a diagram. um, each of those three people will look in different directions and won't see the same stars. Mip, are you there?
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yep. I was just typing to Carl. Yeah.
Ah,
Um. Yes, McMurdo's one of my favourites that I annoy chemo with. I haven't been up. I haven't been in Gem server for a long time, but because he quite often goes on about the ice wall, and I come back at him with, well, my mum's actually flown to Antarctica, and she didn't see the ice wall, so that's would be a bit of a problem. And then I say, okay, so if I look south from Australia, and well, if I look directly south, I would see McMurdo, or, draw a line from me, I would see McMurdo Station. And if you look directly south from the tip of South Africa, you would line up with McMurdo Station. And if you look south from South America, you would also hit McMurdo Station. On a flat Earth map,
yes,
there's 3 McMurdo stations. In reality, there is only one McMurdo station. Please
yes.
explain. They never can.
And
So
they do have some flat earthers who apparently have money, so they can, you know, do the crowdfunding. They have supporters. They can do the crowdfunding. 2 or 3 of them can get together and take a trip down to Antarctica. You can do a ship tour. It goes from Durban all the way down the South African coast, down to Cape Town, and then travels to Antarctica. And it takes about just under 40 days. So if
there
you're
was
traveling 40
actually
days,
on, oh God, whose channel was it on today? I think it might have been on Where's Wally's originally, but there's an actual pilot, 747 pilot, who is
yeah,
willing to charter a plane, and, you know, to go to Antarctica. But, you know, he's to take flat earthers, right?
And
But
anybody take him up?
he's expecting, you know, he's just explained exactly what he expects. You know, it's not a free ride or anything like that. They have to pay for this, and this. And, you know, if enough of them get
Yeah.
together, this is how much it's going to work out to. You know, I don't do, you know, shit for free, you know, as I'm sure that they don't do shit for free. So, you know, they've got to work out, you know, blah, blah, blah. But it was really interesting. But it works out to about, I don't know, $1.25 million or something like that. But between all of them, you know, sell tickets, and because it's a 747 jet, for Christ's sake,
Yeah.
you know, there's quite a few people, you know, and tickets to Antarctica aren't exactly, you know, cheap.
And yeah, it's not, and it's cheaper to go to Arctic than to Antarctic also.
Antarctic.
It's
yes. But they, you know, but yeah, so it was, and to go like from, I think it was from Perth to Santiago, going over the pole, like over the South
Pole. Yes, I did see one like that.
Yeah, 16 hours, I think it was, 16-hour flight. But
wow, that's a lot. Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a direct, you know, yeah, and it was just...
They must have all the contingency plans in place if they're gonna fly,
and that's what he said,
directly over the pole, because apparently flying directly over the poles does interfere with like the magnetics of the aeroplane. It can disorientate the plane and things like that. So they don't do it that often. They must have all the contingency plans in place.
Yeah, and that's what he basically said. When he first made the offer, he said, a lot of people didn't realise what I actually didn't have the understanding of what I actually said. And now I will spell it out for you. What I said was, and he put down, like laid out exactly what everyone, you know, what was expected. He said, I am a pilot. I am not a ticket salesperson. I am not, you know, a flight planner. I am not a baggage handler. I am not, you know, blah, blah. And he's saying all that sort of stuff. I'm not, you know, someone that puts a meal in front of you on the plane. I am not a person that will fuel the plane. I am not a blah, blah, blah.
They have to do everything that the airlines will
sort out all, exactly. And you're responsible for that, or for getting people to do that for you and paying people to do that. I will charter the plane. That is what I will do, you know, and I will pay as a passenger to be on that plane, because I don't want to fly it. I want to be a passenger in the back with the flat earthers to watch their reactions, and I will, you know, because he wants a film crew.
I will pay a ticket to go with them.
You know,
because we already know that.
Yeah, you know, and his film crew will pay to be there. So, you know, there's some, you know, 5 or 6 fucking paying passengers already.
And I'm sure a couple of other globe heads would love to be there to, you know, witness the moment, so to say.
but like he said, you know, I'm not putting money in until their money's there.
Yes.
You know, he's not going to charter anything or whatever.
Challenge. 10 grand.
Yeah, and look how many of them
in American money is 150 something grand now in my money. That is a lot of money just so you can do the simple task to show us your flat earth. It's not that hard. And you don't even have to go buy your
Exactly.
own instruments. Somebody's even willing to give you the instrument to do the measurements with.
Yeah, that's amazing. Loki Fish, just Loki Fish Mars is just like, what else? What else do they want? I mean, he even, like, his April Fool's Day joke, he basically laid it out for them, did, in quotation marks, flerf math to do it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, he laid shit out for them right there. And the only reason he didn't get it as a flerf was because he used the term nautical miles. and that was actually counted as sorry, that's a Glover term. So, if he used something like sky miles, like what's his face?
Sky
Brian,
miles, yo, what the fuck? What
idiot.
is sky miles?
I know.
What
Who the
is
fuck
it?
knows? It's a flirter term. Jesus Christ.
Oh my goodness. Wow, guys, sky miles. Okay.
I know. Insane.
And they don't
All right.
know that,
Oh. Now, don't forget to check the back room in case anyone's coming in and you forget to look
yes.
like
Yes,
other people.
I'm on the screen. I'm looking.
Good.
Uh,
Just saying.
my mom bakes cakes.
Uh-huh.
You can just go into my
Yes,
Discord.
Scoy Moils.
And...
Exactly, Carl. Who was it? Brian. I know it was one of the Brians. Was it
that
Brian?
Guy, Brian.
Yeah, Brian.
Not Leaky.
No,
that
the other
guy
one.
With the cranes. Logic. Brian's Logic.
Oh, he's not logical. He's not I mean, that was his name, but God, he's bloody idiot. Oh, says it's invalid, Sal.
Okay, hold on. Let me do it again.
Send it directly into his.
I can't.
Into his DM, maybe.
Hold on. Oh, here we go. Who's that? Here we go.
Brian. Yeah, Brian. See, I can't do it. I can't even do that accent. It's just
What about that guy with the cranes? Isn't his name also Brian?
Oh, no, that's Leo.
No, that's Leo. Leo,
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Level Earth Observer. Who's a complete toss bucket. As if like a crane is going to...
I love to take pictures of the road photos of the road that I travel on, as I go to visit the kids and return and stuff. So there is nothing level about where I live. Absolutely nothing. Hills and valleys all over the place. Not to mention that I am 1,200 meters above sea level. Above sea level. And the town that I visit is even higher than where I am, in elevation. So basically, when I have to come back home, I travel downhill. But when I look out, I can't see those hills because it's hidden by other hills. There's nothing level about this earth. Unless we flatten it out a certain amount of space because we want to build or something. He's here.
Flerfs.
Oh, okay. I just sent the link to him again. But that's okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello. Welcome.
Australians are taking over. Yeah.
At least we're still in the southern hemisphere.
Exactly, right?
So how are you doing?
But there is only a southern hemisphere. If you think that there's a northern one, you're all fucking nuts.
And Polaris doesn't exist.
No, I can't see it from where I live. That's for sure. You know.
Neither can I.
So because I can't see it, it doesn't exist.
Exactly right. Nor does Australia apparently.
Out of sight, out of
Well,
mind.
well, you see, that's why we tell everyone that if you come here, everything will kill you, so that we can just live in our own comfortable little you.
Well, we got spiders and we've got snakes and we've got everything else. And Southern South, I'm doing fine. Thank you very much.
That's very nice to hear. We just thought we'd have a little chit chat. We lost my pet.
You did. We did indeed.
She just fucked right off.
All right. So, do you mind if I ask a few questions there, Southern South?
Oh, please go ahead.
So, I've subscribed to a lot of non-flat Earth channels because I think this whole flat Earth thing is just hilarious. It's insane, but my journey started because I started my channel for my mum, who actually bakes cakes. That's why my mum bakes cakes, right? And she makes some absolutely gorgeous ones.
Yes,
anyway,
yes.
then I doing YouTube things and come across the Cool Hard Logics videos, and it was from there I joined quite a few of these.
He's awesome.
Quite a few of these online forums,
Yes.
and FTFE and quite a few others, the Shills, etc. Have done also all fantastic videos for against the flat Earth insanity that we see, and it's just a matter of denial. And when they say, and they throw up things like space is fake and or the CGI or NASA is fake, and thinking, hang on, we see this stuff every day anyway. So onto my questions, Southern South. All right. These are the questions I ask flerfs or flat earthers, for those out there who are watching this. So you got Roscoe. Oh my God, Roscoe. Oh God. He's anyway. There's Roscoe. So the question is, okay, so where I am at right now, and because it's gone dark where I am, the sun has gone from where I am. Can you tell me where the sun has gone, Southern South?
It's probably rising for people more east of you. For me, it's in the middle of the sky.
And the reason I asked this question, Southern South, is not it's because I asked this to flerfs because when it's night, where does the sun go? They can't answer this very simple question.
That's the problem. You see, the sun doesn't go anywhere. It's us who are going.
Right. So that's the first question that I ask. Right. So we have, we can predict with accuracy. We can actually see these things with our own two eyes, which they keep asking us, as Mippet said, to do our own research, and we do our own research. We go out, we see the sun, we can actually see it move, and I ask them what makes the sun move, and they can't answer that question. I mean, they show us this stupid flat Earth map with the sun going around. And say, okay, let's just pretend that is real for a change. What makes that sun move in that orbit, in that thing? They can't answer that question, right? So, is it on a string? Does it light up that little section? It's
the string.
So,
No, it's got a dark side, didn't you know?
Dark side, right? Yeah, it's a lamppost.
There's a dark side.
Lamppost.
Yeah, there's
and
a
it's only
dark
4,000
side
miles away, Mippet. It's only 4,000 miles up there, right? So
and it's got a lampshade, so
yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's got a dark side.
So when you look at when we all look at this thing called the solar these orbital mechanics of the main things in the sky, which is the sun, the moon, what shape would they be, Mippet and Southern South? What shape do you think they are?
From a flat Earth point of view.
No, I'm talking just to us. They're circular, aren't they? They're circular.
Yeah,
right?
they look circular.
Right.
But if you look at them, they actually look like they are not just a circle.
No.
They have bulges, and it's.
And one of the worst things I heard was from when flerf said the moon is self-illuminating. I'm thinking, are you guys
that one
serious?
irritates me.
That annoys me.
And
That
I'm
one
thinking,
irritates me the
how
most.
how can it be self-illuminating when we can only see half of it or none of it? I mean, is there people on the moon going, okay, we're going to turn the lights off here? You know, is that happening?
And when
The
there's
other thing is
shadows
also
on it.
somebody
Yeah.
told me today,
Hmm.
why do you see stars through the moon? No,
Okay.
we don't
No.
see stars through the moon. You
Mm-mm.
know, and besides, we only have one star in our vicinity.
Correct.
And if the moon was self-illuminating, how the hell do we see through it anyway? Damn
Exactly.
it, guys. Come on.
And then they have throw in the crepuscular rays. Now I've seen crepuscular rays,
Just say
but we
sunbeams, man. They
yeah,
sunbeams.
sunbeams, right? But we also see the
TJ,
reverse of
how's it?
those. You know, we see the anti-crepuscular rays or anti-sunbeams going in the opposite direction. So what does that mean? The sun
Mm-hmm.
is below the sun, the earth, and then they don't make a lot of sense. These people.
Yep,
Anyway, they're here for
they
entertainment, and we've
don't.
got characters like Lindsay, which I
He's
just
just a
hilarious.
hoot and a half, isn't he?
He's,
God.
he's a, I've done a few videos of him on my channel when I first started. So yeah, yeah. I don't have a lot of content on my channel, but yeah, that's what I do. Anyway,
Now, this is not the best video. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this. I took a video of an aeroplane that was
oh,
going
is that
past.
flying slower than normal?
No, I don't know what speed it's flying at. Don't be silly.
Is it pointing its nose down? Oh my god, I tell you.
Of course
It
it
looks
is. It's going
oriented.
around the curve.
Oh yes.
It's going around the curve.
It's upside down
I'm
where you are.
going
So
to.
does it upside down when you're flying? It's upside down where you are. You know, it's almost flying upside down in Australia.
I'm going to
It
try
has
and
to be.
share my
Or
screen.
these people will freak out.
Hmm. I mean,
And I don't know how to bloody
can
do
flerfs be
this.
this stupid? I mean, seriously. I mean, there's sometimes I
Yes, they
wonder.
can. They definitely can. Unfortunate, but yes.
I mean, I didn't
Just
go to
hold on, let me just
university.
see
I
if I
didn't
can.
go. I mean, I finished at year 11, and yet I can understand, the mechanics of a solar system, and the Earth is not
How do I
flat.
get this thing to play now?
I can remember helping my kids when they were my daughter when she was like 8 or 9 or something, having to do the solar system for a school
Hmm.
project and making it with like the polystyrene balls and shit like that.
And did you make the Earth flat in that particular one?
Not that I recall. I'm pretty sure we used a polystyrene ball for that one as well. So,
Yeah.
it was...
Can you
But how
guys
did
see
you
my
know it was a
screen?
ball? Not yet. No, not yet. No.
It's black, but it's going to come up.
It's as black as a flerf's mind. Completely empty.
Okay, can you see it? I've got the video playing. I was trying to get this little black. I don't know if can you see it?
And nope.
Yes, it's up, but
Still
what are
black.
you playing?
Yeah.
A
It's all
little
black.
video. I don't know how to do this. Okay, hold on. Maybe I gotta do it a different way. It's a little video that I took.
And we thought flerfs were technically challenged.
Yeah, I'm terrible at this stuff, guys. Holy shit. Carl says I knew it. Madness.
Hey, Carl. You got your spanner at last. Yay.
You see, it doesn't want to let me go into all my files. Can I copy and paste? Because I've got this video right on my home screen. Yeah. And I would love to play it to show you guys. This was after after sunset. And
I could do a lemon
the
and go,
plane was lit from underneath.
It wasn't really there, and maybe it was that, and maybe it had the refraction and all this other crap.
Oh, they don't even know what refraction is. I bloody know what refraction is because of them.
Gotta give it to
Okay,
flerfs because
so
without them I
here we
wouldn't have learned
go.
all this stuff about how to do an inside triangle with sides 1, 1, and 1.
Okay, guys, I'm sharing this video. I think I got it. I
Okay.
think,
Yeah, well, it's
let's see.
loading, so it looks like it's
Yeah, come
working.
on. Are we there yet?
All right.
It's upside down! Yay!
See there, can you see that little lighting, that part
Yeah.
that's
The little,
lighting up?
yeah.
Yeah, I think I have to pause it. Hold on, pause it
The
and go
plane,
back
Mr. Rock, the plane.
and play. So it's that little black dot, and I'm trying to, my hands are so unsteady. But you can see it moving, and then I'm trying to focus, and then all of a sudden it gets lit up from underneath. And this is after the sun went down below the horizon.
I wonder how it does that.
I wonder. I just wonder.
It's perspective.
And
It's the vanishing criteria. It's mirroring. It's landslides.
No, it's aliens.
None of the above. How do I get back out of here now? Stop sharing.
You unshare. Yep, there you go.
Here we go. Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys that I haven't like put it anywhere in my video. Guys, my mom bakes cakes. Link is in the chat. I say guys, I mean one guy. But TJ Jones looks like he's around. It just says one person up there, but there are 2 people in the chat, or 3 people in the chat. So please go sub to my mom bakes cakes. It's got some content.
Yeah, I just wanted
we'd like to
make
give our
sure I could
people
drop
some
links.
supporters.
Just got to make
and
sure
it works.
links. Yep, sure does.
Nice. Somebody's
Whose
phone
phone's
is ringing.
Oh, that's okay. He's just muted. But no, that was cool. Because
maybe Mad Mike's spirit trying to rise to the dome. Aww.
Possibly.
But that's what happens when you don't believe, you don't believe in inverted commas, because honestly,
horrible things can happen.
Something, yeah, when, the information we have now, even, 40 years ago, that the Voyagers are, gone away from us. So
yeah, they're heading through the Oort cloud.
Yeah, and you don't want to follow the science, okay, but now look what happens. It's, we lost a life.
Well, a steam-powered rocket was a pretty stupid idea to start with. Whether it was, flat or round. It really didn't matter. Stupid is stupid, to be fair. His mum bakes cakes, not him. Sorry, TJ.
Sorry about that. Phone calls. You know how life is.
That's okay. Shit happens. Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Oh,
what other questions
like
did
when
you
started your channel there, Southern Sow, and you got a bit of frack from that stupid Roscoe. I thought, nah, this is not going to happen on my watch.
Oh, he's a nut job.
So when you asked for raising funds for whatever it is that for your opportunity, look, I said, okay, no problems. I'll send you something. So I did that. No problems at all.
Yes. In that first, the video immediately after that video, I did say thank you to all the people who helped me. There were about 5 people who helped me, and they just immediately, it took me to the goal, and I was able to get my business registered and have my business bank account. Now, my PayPal is no more linked to my own bank account. It's linked to my business bank account. So any donations I get go straight into my business to end up making more money. Because damn, it
See,
took me long
the
to
good
get
thing
here.
is though we don't have that many flerfs in Australia because most Australians here have
Yes, I
common
always
Employees
sense.
find
that
that
work.
I always find that I'm apologising whenever there's an Australian
Yeah,
flirt
yeah.
comes
No,
up.
you
I
So
mean,
don't have to
Mitchell.
we do.
apologize. South Africa,
We've
South
got
Africa
Roscoe. We've
also
got
has a few
Stormy, Scotty Storm.
flirts.
We've got Scotty Storm is is flerf.
Yeah. Oh, that guy's terrible. I don't even want to listen to him talk. Holy shit. Sorry, no, that guy's terrible.
And no t-shirt, no shirt at all wearing that guy. I tell you, but he's
Damn it,
um,
man. He's got no
and I think
pride in himself.
nah, and they I find because I know we've got
Mitchell, who won top left.
yes,
Hmm.
Mitchell.
You've got
That's it.
Tricky, who's an engineer, apparently.
Now, Mipper, I've got a
Tricky. Have
question
you
for
heard
you.
of Tricky?
Yes.
No, I'd have no tricky. But I've got a question for you. So, they, these flerfs, they bring out these challenges to us, right?
Yes.
And recently, I think they do this on purpose to shoot themselves in the foot. Seriously, because when Mitchell brought out the sextant challenge to say, "Oh, the sextant only works on the flat Earth," I'm thinking, are you freaking serious?
My
It's
head
been
almost exploded because the bloody sextant was invented, or should I say, devised by the bloody sailors. And it
exactly
has
right.
nothing to do with land. Damn
No,
it, guys.
right. So
Sorry.
and I'm just and he brings this, and then I watched the McToons and other people say, then I started watching videos on how the sextant actually works, and thinking, have these guys actually used a sextant in life to do this?
I
No,
don't
they
think they've
haven't.
even seen a sextant in
No.
real life.
And then
I
I've got
went to
we've
check
got
out the
Loki fish.
prices.
Yeah, we've got Loki
Yeah.
fish from the Shills,
Mhm.
and he's offering. He will ship it he will pay shipping. It's a free sextant, for fuck's sake, to any flat earther who is willing to have a go at the challenge. He will pay shipping to anywhere in the world.
I'd like
A
to give a
free
shout out to
sextant.
Loki Fish Mars because he was having some problems there before, and he was about to shut down his channel. But I'm glad he came back is doing
Yep.
more videos because
He's
he is
awesome.
so
Yeah.
funny. He's hilarious.
He's an awesome guy. We actually had he did a movie night after the Shills on Saturday, and it was God, we have fun. It was actually the original storyline of I Am Legend.
All right.
With Will Smith.
Mm-hmm.
It was the
Yes.
original 1963 version of that, but it was actually like vampire zombies, and it was
Oh my
just
goodness. Okay.
it was with oh God, what's his
It
name?
wasn't directed by
Vincent-
J.M. Truth, was it?
No, but it was Vincent
my
Price.
goodness.
Vincent Price
TJ
was
Jones.
the
I love it.
main,
Price.
and it
Love
was
him.
fucking awesome. It was awesome.
Rider of Dinosaurs really dug into J.M. Truth. Really love.
Oh
Rider of
yes.
Dinosaurs.
Oh, that
I mean,
guy.
the dude can't even
Let's read
spell
the
his
chat
own name,
quickly.
for fuck's sake.
So the TJ Jones, most Aussie fluffs took one look at Australia on the Gleason and said, crikey. Yeah, Australia's really messed up on the flat earth map, eh? Really
Crikey.
messed up. And then he
Crikey,
goes
yes,
on
I
to
say.
say, fluffs think a sextant is a place where you take your girlfriend camping.
Yep,
That's funny.
Sextant.
it's true.
No, but
That's
the
how
sextant
stupid the
itself, I don't
Australian.
think it's
But
I
that's
don't
how
think
stupid
it's used
Australian flerfs are.
For navigating on land. It's for navigating at sea,
Well,
isn't
you can
it?
use a sextant anywhere, right? It's just that it's all an angle. It's all it does is it gives you an angle to what you're looking at, right?
Oh my God, they don't understand 90 degrees.
No.
That was humiliating. You don't know what 90 degrees is, and you don't know how to minus, from 90 to get like what?
Who was it who
No,
said that the
guys.
sextant was a 90-degree angle but it was actually 65?
Oh
Um,
yes, someone
yes, I remember
oh,
that guy.
Yeah.
I
And what
can't
the
think of
hell
who it
is a
was though.
curved adjacent?
Oh yeah. What
Oh,
is
Is
that
that?
was
that maybe
Oakley.
like a?
That's
Yeah, I
Oakley.
know.
You can't have a
Yeah, we don't.
curved adjacent, and it's
But
like,
what is
oh,
an adjacent? Something
that's the
next to something. You don't know the meanings of words, damn it.
yeah. Well, I think what he was talking about was um, the the bottom line of the triangle, which
Now,
has got nothing to do with fucking anything
then they go on to
because
this
it's the
horizon.
tangent line. They don't get it.
Yeah. Is it a magical horizon? Is it horizontal horizon? Is it the
Geometric.
Mercator
It's a
horizon,
geometric.
geometric horizon, the imaginary
It's a
horizon? I'm thinking it's a
refracted
freaking
horizon.
horizon. What difference does it make?
Yes. The fact that we have one
Hmm.
already,
Yes.
dude, why do we even have a horizon on a flat earth?
It's
And
Shouldn't
oh
everything
my.
just vanish off in a haze in the distance?
see, the reason they go on against NASA and I go, well, what about Russia? What about China? They put people into space already. So
Yeah, the
Russia
first
was
guy
first to
in
go into
space was a
space.
Russian. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those guys are hiding the truth, man. They're
Hmm.
all just in cahoots, hiding the truth from you because they or whoever the they are hate God. That's
Yeah.
why they're hiding the
And,
flat
and
earth.
according to Brian Mabbott, we're all paid for doing this.
Aish, I
Yeah,
wish I
well,
was paid. Fucking
I want
hell.
the fucking
The
check. Karen in
Yeah,
bloody
yeah.
HR is doing a real
NASA
clean
show
payroll,
check.
doing a shit job.
I know.
Jesus
And because
Christ.
we are on the internet, they know exactly where we are, so they
Mhm.
can just simply send that check. But no, it's not forthcoming because none of us are being paid. We just, we want to be as correct as possible and align with reality as much as possible. And that's why we don't accept these ludicrous ideas.
No.
They've been
Huh.
proven wrong like 2,500 years ago.
Hmm.
Even Jesus came and went, man.
TJ Jones. Just think, flerfs think ground positioning system works on land and the sextant works on water. Flat Earth map reward is now over 20 million. And all of them use the exact same map and it's not the Gleason. They really don't need us, Smiley. Funny thing is, the Bible proves a 4.3 billion year old Earth.
That's another thing. Nowhere in the Bible does it say the earth is 6,000 years old. Like, nowhere. Some guy in like the 12th century or something counted the however long each person lived in the lineage, not even like cousins and people like that. No, just a straight line lineage from Adam to Noah to Jesus, and that's how we got 6,000 years.
Well, I like the young Earth creationists that go around telling people that the dinosaurs farted themselves to death. And that's how the dinosaurs
Yeah,
became
that's just
extinct.
dumb.
That's just fucking
That's just
hilarious.
dumb.
Well, they're young
Yeah.
Earth creationists. They don't even believe in dinosaurs. And yet
No.
they go around telling everyone they farted themselves to death. So, I mean, oxymoron,
Well, that's
or
what the
just
Um,
flukes do.
morons, you know,
TJ
just
Jones.
not even oxys.
TJ
Just, they were
Jones
probably taking
says
oxys
nowhere does it say
to be morons.
nowhere.
Sorry.
Yeah, no. And using the Bible to prove anything in the scientific community. The Bible is not a science textbook. It's not a science book. It doesn't purport to do anything with science. It's for your own theology, for your own relationship with, the deity you believe in. So it's not a science book. And besides, Jesus said you don't have to wash your hands before you eat because it doesn't matter what goes into your body, it matters what comes out of your mouth. Not, I'm paraphrasing, obviously. But
Well, the shit
that's
dribbles
what
out
he
of their
said.
mouths. So
Yes.
Didn't you watch Cartman where he sits on the pineapple and beefcake?
Sal doesn't
Beefcake.
watch The Simpsons.
No, South Park. South Park.
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
like.
yeah, sorry, South Park,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right.
I am. Well, I like that one. I don't know what thing it's from, but maybe Beavis and Butthead. Maybe he says, "Are you threatening me? Are you threatening me? Are you threatening me? Are you threatening? Are you threatening me?" That's the one I like. Like,
Are you threatening
because
me?
the flat earthers. No, I'm not threatening anybody. I just want a flat earther to accept my challenge and come check out all the information I've gathered since bloody November 2018, when they were screaming. Nathan Thompson was screaming, "Do your own research, bro. Don't just believe what they tell you." I did it. And he's talking a whole lot of bollocks.
But they're going to say
And
that
now,
anyway.
what's he bloody doing now? He's
I don't know
into
what he's doing.
into some other shit now, isn't he?
Who cares?
Oh, is he doing the sob sit shit?
Why does he
Or no,
also think that he
frauditing?
doesn't need?
Or is he doing frauditing?
Oh my God, guys! You cannot have no skills whatsoever and go and try to audit somebody. Mud Fossil University's Roger did a fucking online IQ test or something. Apparently, he's now 139 instead of 136, and he feels that he can now peer review his peers. Right? I don't think he knows what peer means or peer review means.
I can see a rock
said,
and it's got blood in it. Yes.
Oh my God,
veins.
we did one
I
of
mean,
his.
this is a foot.
We did one.
It's a foot. Damn it, guys. And this guy thinks that now, guys, he wants to open a real school because geology is wrong, anthropology is wrong, physics is wrong, everything is wrong, and only Roger has the answers.
But Southern Sound,
his parents were wrong for having a kid.
Yeah, but Southern Sound and Mippet, we've got 3 of them out there now. We've got the School of Flat Earth from Mitchell of Australia. We've got the Flat Earth University from the Kyle guy, right?
Oh God. Yeah.
And I'm sure there's one more somewhere out there. So, but yeah, those two are, they and he's Professor Kyle Adams, I think.
Oh my God, that guy. He just started a university and he gave himself a title and he gave himself a bloody, I don't know, diploma that he fucking printed off the internet, and now he's a professor. Fuck off. I think I have more knowledge than what he has.
I'm sure that JM Truth thinks he's probably a modified professor. I mean, he's got every other
that guy.
He's got every other fucking title on the face of the earth.
He's a filmmaker. He's a CGI expert. He's a physicist. But he's a little
he's a modified spy, and it's whatever, modified sniper, and he's got a list a mile long of how fantastic he is.
Mippet, I got something for you.
Ooh.
Now you've heard about the Antarctica, right? This island down the bottom of us, right?
Yes. Apparently, we are moving closer to it.
Yeah. Anyway, so no one's actually can actually go there because of the ice wall, right? And
of course, penguin. I mean, I do the Penguin News. You do know that,
right? So the question I have for you: you've heard of Admiral, Colonel, General Byrd?
Yes.
Yeah, he has quite a couple of titles. His title depends on who is talking about him.
Yeah. So, Admiral, Colonel, General, Major Byrd, whoever, but I know it's Admiral Byrd, but he actually went to Antarctica, and all the flips love Admiral Byrd for going down and finding all this land and this dome apparently. But the question is, Mippet, how did he get there if it was past the penguins and past the wall? See, they don't answer that
Hollow
way.
Earth theory. Hollow Earth theory.
Ah, right.
Oh,
Yeah,
was
he
it
didn't
hollow
just
earth
go.
theory? Yeah, well, I mean,
Yeah, this one guy talk
the
about Hollow Earth and mention Admiral
well, the
Byrd.
Admiral Emperor Penguin
Hmm.
refused to give out danger pay because some fuckhead told the penguins that were guarding the ice wall that the bloody Earth was concave. And he just said,
Oh my
no,
God.
it's
Now we got
flat
problems.
and there's the ice wall there. So how the hell can it be concave? So no hollow, no concave, none of this bullshit. It's just the ice wall. So
Right.
go check out my channel if you really need all of the news. And there's going to be another penguin news going up very shortly, and it will just solve everything, and it will wrap it up in a nice little package for you. You will know everything that happens between the bipolar bears and the southern ice wall penguins and their allies.
And the thing is, Mippet, my own brother lived and worked there for 6 months. So Antarctica does exist.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
Goes around the
South Africa
whole
has
of the earth.
South Africa has a research ship that parks off there every 6 months.
Now,
6 months
Southern
there
Sour,
and
with
6
that, can I
months at
ask you a
home.
question? When you go out at night, when you look out at night time, do you see the Southern Cross?
Oh, absolutely. If I can see it, I think there's only about a month where I can't see it because it's below the horizon for a little bit. But if I, get some,
And
get
what
an
direction is it
inclination to go
facing,
out and
Southern
find it.
Sour? And what direction?
My Southern Cross is a very wide circle between southeast and southwest.
See, Mipper and myself can see the Southern Cross,
Yep.
Oh,
from where
yeah.
we are, and you can see it from where you
Yeah.
are. How do we do that
Yeah.
on this thing called the flat Earth? It just doesn't make sense.
I actually have no idea because we'd be looking in different
Opposite
directions and
Hmm.
seeing different stars, basically. But in reality, when we look out, we see the same stars. So
Correct.
there must be something going on, deeper than what meets the eye.
All right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, guys, we've been going for about 2 hours and almost
Well,
18
thank you for the
minutes.
invite, Southern Sow, and thank you for the meetup with the Mippet and yourself. It's been hilarious, and please
Lovely
continue
stuff.
doing what you're doing, Southern Sow, because I do comment on my videos every now and then.
Oh, yes, yes.
And anytime
I
Roscoe
love
pokes
it.
his head in, please let me know because he's
Oh,
not gonna...
he's a treat, man. He's a treat. He doesn't realize what he's doing for me for the channel. Really
He just
appreciate
doesn't
that.
know anything really. I love it. I
You
loved
could
it
say-
when he done psychic surgery on himself and pulled out his own brain tumor. He accidentally pulled out his own brain, which was sort of scary, I think. But hey,
I'm
each
surprised
to
that
his
he
own.
even found a brain there.
Well,
surprised
that's
any
just
person has a
it.
brain.
He
Thank you,
pulled out a
Carl.
brain
Carl,
tumor,
you're such a
which
darling.
was his brain.
Yes, the whole entire thing was the tumor. Now maybe now we can
Exactly.
do better.
All right.
And he says the same things over and over,
Oh, yes.
And that's the other thing Mipet and I were discussing. Flat earthers always come along and say, "Ooh, I was a glober for this many years until this thing happened and I couldn't refute it." Dude, you didn't try.
No.
You just thought, this is a great idea I can latch onto, and off you went. And you never
Yeah, I
looked
might be able
back.
to make some sort of money out of this. Because
I
look,
like to-
this
I like to
guy's
point
made
out-
money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd like to point out MC Tunes when he took down that fake guy who did that shot from the beach, which I can't remember his name.
Yes. Yeah, he
Um,
ended up taking off and, should have got arrested.
Well, we know that Nathan Thompson got arrested, Having him in the duck suit was quite hilarious.
Oh my God, wasn't that? Yeah. I'm actually on one of those Reckless Ben videos from Gems telling Nathan Thompson to fuck off.
Right.
So
I cannot take Nathan Thompson seriously because I saw that live stream that he did the one day he was having a hard day and he got a little bit drunk and he was crying about giving up the flat earth. Like, that was just terrible.
Because he didn't.
I don't know whether it was an act or not, but that's what he was doing, and I can't take it because I know how, the stupid things that come out of his mouth, like the sun shrinks in size as it goes away. Really?
Yeah. And I don't see what NASA or anything has to do, any of those space or anything has to do with the shape of the Earth, really. I mean, it just makes no sense to me at all. But there we go. What do I know?
So guys, I would like to,
Bye-bye.
Mip, if you are available, we can do it again, maybe on Thursday or something. And we can put up, I must learn to go live. Terrible.
She's sitting here. Okay, I've just got to tell this quick story. Okay.
Oh my
Sal
God.
was sitting
Embarrass
here.
me on the...
She's chatting her brains out, and I was a little bit late because I had attention elsewhere that I had to be, and I came in, jumped into the call. She's still chatting away to herself. Did not notice that I'm sitting in the waiting room waiting for her to let me in until I'm typing in Discord, "Let me in." She's typing hello, and I'm going, "Hello, I'm here."
Hello.
So she finally lets me in, and we're chatting away, and then I'm like, "Are we going to go live?" And she went, "Oh, aren't we live?" And I'm like, "Well, no." So this is like half an hour after she said, "Oh, we were supposed to go live." So
I am terrible.
So it's okay. Next week she will be on time because I'll blooming well make sure she is. But yes, we'll have to work it out because, as I said, I'm going to get my tattoo this week, and I'm not quite sure what day it's on. So I'll have to let you know. And I'm babysitting for my grandchildren on Saturday night. So, yes, I shall see. But you'll see me on the shills.
I'll see if next time I can come in with some evidence for
you. Ooh, that'd
be
fun.
Please come in with evidences.
Of the globe.
Oh, of the globe. I was hoping you'd come in with some evidences of some cakes that your mum baked.
I can show you them to you. No problems at all.
I am so hungry right now. It is hilarious.
Well, I might go put some chocolate ice cream with chocolate topping and chocolate fudge and chocolate whipped cream.
That sounds so chocolatey.
Let's see if I can send the picture to you. Okay. Now, how do I send this to you? In Discord?
You can send it via Discord. Yes.
Yeah.
How do I send it to Discord? File? No.
And talking about the Antarctic Treaty, I had it pulled up.
Yep.
And nowhere in the treaty does it says, it's actually the first thing that comes up is that no military, it's for peaceful purposes only. The whole entire thing is for peaceful purposes only.
Okay, did I send it to you?
Hang on,
I can check. I'm using this very beautiful laptop I have. Bloody old. Okay, it's you still typing.
Thanks, Carl.
Nope. It's there.
So while we are doing all of this, Mipet, what you got coming up on your channel? Did you drop the link of your channel also in the chat?
Yes, I did, ma'am.
Okay.
I surely did.
Nice.
Which, hang on, I got to make me sure I'm in the right Discord.
I see it.
Okay. Where did you put it? In the briefing room?
No, Discord. You put it on the DM, on my DM. I will share with you.
Oh, on Saudi. Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to chuck it in mine. Cool.
Yeah.
And yes, Carl, I know it's not on a day, it's on my body. Yes, haha. And I'm going to be walking around lopsided, but because not only is it on the left-hand side, I also have a little heart behind my ear that will be going as well, and that's on the left-hand side as well. So I will definitely be
Oh,
very
man.
lopsided.
Remove from studio. I don't know why I did that. I want to share this thing again. Share screen.
Oh, don't
How
show
did I
it.
do it before?
Don't show it. I don't want
Oh,
anyone to see it.
yum.
Oh, okay. I sent it to
Oh,
Macbeth though.
yum. That looks
Yum.
yum. I could just like smash my face into that and just yum, 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 yum,
Guys, it's so dark right now. It looks like it's dusk. That's how dark it is right now.
Ooh,
And
is
it's
it going to
only,
lightning over there?
it looks like it. So I'm going to have to wrap all of this up and get my stuff ready so my camera can film. Matthew is charging his own phone so I can film in 2 directions.
Thank you for the call.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming. Yeah, I'll
Have
DM
a
you and let
great
you know
night.
for the next one. My mum bakes cakes.
Yes. Join us if you can.
He's gone. Cheeky boy.
Bye.
All right. Bye,
Right,
everybody.
darling, tell us quickly. No, you didn't tell us what you got coming up, did you?
Oh, just I've got another Penguin News due to come out, and I'm going to be doing the shills in limericks. So, yep, they're going to be in some big trouble, and which I'm sure they're all in trouble anyway all the time. But then again, we've
All
got
the time, yes.
yes, we've got Operator Starsky's coming back on next Friday our time. Our day. It's Thursday for everybody else in the northern hemisphere, but it's
The
Friday for us.
non-existent northern hemisphere.
Yeah, exactly. And then, of course, the shills over the weekend. So, yeah, that's what I got happening. And
Very
it's
nice.
my daughter's birthday next week, and then the weekend after is my birthday and Mother's Day. So, woohoo! Gonna get older.
Oh.
So
I'm just uploading some of my past videos just to show, the motion of the clouds across this round earth, rising and
I
setting,
love
as
the
I was
rainbow.
accused of.
I love the
Beautiful,
rainbows.
hey.
Yeah, it was
That
gorgeous.
was awesome. Yes. So I've got one. It's called Look Right, Look Left, Look Right Again. So I've been filming in all directions just to show how the clouds are moving on this, globe Earth. So nice.
Oh, and
So
Ross
guys,
will be impressed going down over the horizon. Yeah.
Yep. Especially, maybe I should say, especially for him. Hey. Thanks, guys, for listening to us, all 3 of yous. We love you guys, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.